Hi there, I'm meteorologist Robert Spetta. Let's talk about what Japan Meteorological Agency has labeled Tropical Storm Songda today, located just towards the west of the Ogasawara Islands. Expected to pass over the Amami Islands over the upcoming days. But the big topic really is that inflow on the backside of this, wrapping around a monsoonal gyre towards the south. Definitely going to bring plenty of rainfall across the Philippines. First, let's take a look at a track of Songda here. Winds right now estimated to be about 65 kilometers per hour, so it is at that tropical storm intensity according to JMA. Pressure about 1,002 or 1,000 hectopascals, I should say, as it pushes across the Amami Islands. This is going ahead into Friday and then over towards Saturday, out there towards the East China Sea, and eventually pushing out into the Korean Peninsula as it gets kicked up by an upper level trough moving in from the west. But overall, that's just kind of look at the track. The center line is one thing, but really, this is one of those systems, and I feel like I'm beating a dead horse here because I say it time and time again. The center line in a system like this really doesn't mean a lot. It does control some influence here, but you can just see the overall pattern with the inflow stretching all the way back across the Philippines. You're going to be looking at rainfall from this. And then if you look where the center line is going to be just towards the north of Okinawa, this is by Friday afternoon. Okinawa is probably not going to see all that much, but all the way extending back towards Kyushu into Shikoku on the right side of the storm system, since this is monsoonal gyre type of setup, you're going to be looking at gale force conditions, heavy rainfall, even a threat of some flooding out in some of these areas as well. And you see that track as we go ahead through your Thursday into Friday with our low pressure area pushing pretty much right over Amami. In Naha, it's close to the center, but yeah, they're going to be on the dry side of this for sure, while stretching back towards the north, places like Kagoshima, all the way across eastern Kyushu, eastern Shikoku, the Kinki region as well. That inflow is going to kick up, bring all those heavy showers. Could even see some of that inflow stretching back towards places like Busan there in the Korean Peninsula, and eventually back there towards Seoul and Pyongyang as well, as that moisture flow kicks back around by the early part of next week. So that's where that highest threat of flooding is, especially around Kagoshima as well. Now, I do want to note, though, by Monday into Tuesday, that's when this system is back there towards the north. The overall inflow behind it will eventually catch up to Okinawa, and I think by that point, by the mid part of next week, you're actually going to see increasing showers across the southern Japanese islands as well. It all really relies on the inflow in this large monsoonal gyre. So our low pressure area is here, but the overall pattern with that monsoonal gyre is dominating just towards the east of the Philippines with this big area of convection that I wouldn't be surprised if that gets labeled a tropical depression as well. In fact, just take a look at our satellite imagery. Here's all that convection with that monsoonal gyre, that low pressure center right in there, creating all that inflow with those scattered showers across much of the Philippines, specifically western areas of Visayas and southwestern Luzon as well. Saturday and the Sunday, our tropical area pulls towards the north with that low pressure behind it, and you get that river of moisture, that moisture flow continuing to kick up Manila down towards Cebu and pretty much everywhere in between, and eventually over towards Region 1 in these areas like Opera that just suffered that massive earthquake 48 hours ago. Definitely going to be looking at that increase in showers Tuesday over towards Wednesday across these areas. Southwest monsoon, always a problem, locally known as the Habagat out here, always creating that threat of some flooding. So for sure, something I want to continue to watch out for. Meanwhile, though, just taking a look at that forecast for our Saturday, Davao at 33, Cagayan de Oro at 30, Cebu at 30 as well, Tacloban meeting up to about 30 degrees. Pushing back towards the north, Legazpi at 31, and Manila getting up to 29 degrees here on your Saturday. Anyways, if you have any questions or anything like that, please let me know. Big thanks to everybody who helps out this channel on Patreon. Also, my people I work with out here at Universal Leaf Philippines, thank you very much for just continuing. I know that some of them got hit by that earthquake pretty hard as well. So always like talking and helping you guys out here. If you have any questions, though, please let me know. And as always, thanks for watching. By the way, everybody here on our Patreon that does help make this channel possible.